you're curled up on your couch, maybe with a cup of tea, feeling pretty good about your decision to have a quiet night in. Then you make the mistake of opening the social media, and suddenly your screen is flooded with everyone's Saturday night adventures. Rooftop parties with city skylines, then spontaneous road trips to places you have never been, then groups that look like they belong in a magazine. Within minutes, your peaceful evening transforms into a highlight reel of everything you are supposedly missing. Not familiar? One scroll through your feed and suddenly you are convinced that everyone else is living in a movie while you are stuck in the boring behind the scenes footage. That gnawing feeling has a name. It's called FOMO, means fear of missing out. And if you think you are alone in this, then you need to think again because you're really not alone. But here's what really fascinating. The cure for FOMO isn't getting invited to more parties. It's something much more powerful, and science has figured out exactly how to get there. Let's start with what's actually happening in your brain when FOMO hits. Dr. Dan Harmon, who coined the term FOMO in 2000, discovered that it's not really about missing out, it's about a fundamental human need for connection and belonging. But here's where it gets interesting. Social psychologist Lynn Festinger's research shows that we naturally compare ourselves to others to evaluate our own worth. Before social media, you compared yourself to maybe 50 people in your immediate circle. Now you are comparing yourself to thousands of people's highlight reels. UCLA neuroscientist Dr. Mauricio Delgado found that social media scrolling increases the cortisol, your stress hormone, by 23%. Your brain literally thinks you are under threat when you see others' curated experiences. But here's the plot twist. The people we are envying, they are probably experiencing FOMO too. A University of Pennsylvania study found that even the most popular social media users report feeling left out. So let me ask you this. When was the last time you felt truly present and content without that nagging voice telling and there's something better happening somewhere else? Solution number one is embrace JOMO, the joy of missing out. This isn't a trendy acronym. It's backed by serious research from Dr. Sherry Turkle at MIT. Dr. Turkle's research shows that solitude, what she calls capacity for solitude, increases creativity by 41% and reduces anxiety by 35%. When you are not constantly consuming other people's experiences, your brain finally has space to process your own. Here's how to practice JOMO. Start with sacred solitude, 1 hour a day without social media, without plans, without the pressure to be anywhere other than where you are. Use this time for whatever brings you genuine joy, like reading, cooking, walking, or creating. Harvard neuroscientist Dr. Judson Brewer discovered that this kind of intentional solitude activates your brain's default mode network, the same network that generates the insights and creative breakthroughs. Ask yourself, what would you do with your time if you knew no one would see it, no one would judge it or post about it? That's your authentic self-talking. The goal isn't to become antisocial, it's to become comfortable with your own company. When you genuinely enjoy your own presence, other people's experiences become interesting rather than threatening. Solution number two is gratitude rewiring. This isn't just feel-good advice, it's neuroscience. Robert Emmons at UC Davis conducted groundbreaking research showing that gratitude literally rewires your brain. When you practice gratitude, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the same chemicals you are seeking when you scroll through social media. But here's the difference. Social media gives you a quick hit that fades fast. Gratitude creates lasting neural changes. Dr. Emmons' study found that people who wrote down 3 things they were grateful for each day had an increase in happiness and 43% reduction in FOMO related anxiety with just 2 weeks. But here's the advanced technique. Practice present moment gratitude. Instead of just listing what you are grateful for, notice what's good about this exact moment. The warmth of your coffee, the comfort of your chair, the fact that you are learning something new right now. Pause this video for a moment and look around. What's one thing in your current environment that you have been taking for granted. Maybe it's the fact that you have a roof over your head, or technology that connects you to information, or simply the ability to learn and grow. Harvard researcher Dr. Ellen Langer calls this mindful appreciation. When you train your brain to notice what's already good in your life, you stop feeling like you need to be somewhere else to be happy. Solution 3 is curated consumption. You don't have to quit social media cold turkey, but you need to be intentional about what you consume. Dr. Tim Kasser's research at Knox College shows that the content you consume literally shapes your values and desires. Dr. Kasser found that people who curated their social media feeds to show more authentic, diverse content experienced 54% less than social comparison and significantly lower FOMO. Here's your curation strategy. First, unfollow accounts that consistently make you feel inadequate. This isn't about jealousy, it's about mental health. If you see someone's post regularly makes you question your life choices, that's data. Second, follow accounts that inspire without intimidating. Educational content, behind the scenes glimpses, or people sharing struggles alongside success. Look for creators who show the full spectrum of human experience. Third, use the energy audit approach. After scrolling, ask yourself, do I feel energized or drained, inspired or inadequate? Your body will tell you what content serves you. Be honest with yourself. How do you usually feel after spending time on social media? Energized and inspired, or anxious and inadequate? Your answer will guide your curation choices. Remember, you're not being antisocial by curating your consumption. You are being protective of your mental energy and your sense of self-worth. Solution 4 is deep presence practice. This comes from Dr. Mihali's research on flow states at the University of Chicago. He discovered that during flow states, when you are completely absorbed in what you are doing, your brain literally cannot process social comparisons. You are too busy being fully alive in the moment. Here's how to cultivate deep presence. Choose one activity each day that requires your full attention. Cooking without distractions, reading without your phone nearby, having a conversation without thinking about what you will say next. Stanford neuroscientist Dr. Judson Brewer found that deep presence activates the same brain networks as meditation. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for focus and self-control, actually gets stronger. Start with just 20 minutes, set a timer, put your phone in another room, and commit to being fully present with whatever you are doing. Notice when your mind wanders to what others might be doing and gently bring it back to your current experience. Think about this. What activity makes you completely lose track of time? That's your gateway to deep presence. The more you practice this, the less you will need external validation or fear missing out on others' experiences. The beautiful paradox of deep presence is that when you stop trying to be anywhere else, you become more interesting, more creative, and more magnetic to others. Solution 5 is choose your community over comparison. Dr. Suzanne Pinker's research at McGill University shows that the quality of your relationships matters more than the quantity of your experiences. Dr. Pinker's 20-year study found that people with strong, authentic relationships are 60% more satisfied with their lives regardless of how many events they attend or experiences they have. Here's the shift. Instead of collecting experiences to prove your life is interesting, focus on deepening connections with people who matter. One meaningful conversation is worth more than 10 surface level social events. Ask yourself who in your life truly knows and accepts you. These are your people. Invest in them, be vulnerable with them, share your struggles, not just your success. This might mean saying no to some invitations and yes to deeper connections. It might mean choosing coffee with one good friend over a party with acquaintances. That's not missing out. That's choosing what really matters. Remember, FOMO thrives on the illusion that happiness is happening somewhere else, but the research is clear. Happiness is happening right here in this moment with the people who truly know you and the activities that align with your authentic self. If you like this video, hit the like button, share it with your friend and subscribe the channel. Bye, see you in the next one.